Good morning, everybody. It's Rita Smith, the #1 food fairy, and today I'm going to show you the recipe and the technique for making one of my family's favorite uses for leftover turkey, and that is turkey balls. It's actually just a fancy dance version of turkey salad, but because I portion them in half cups and freeze them, they look like balls, so Johanna started calling them turkey balls, and that's what we said. It's her lunch almost every day. She takes 10 or 20 frozen ones to her office, sticks them in the freezer, and has turkey salad with raw vegetables almost, I'm going to say, 4 days out of 5. That is her lunch. So what goes into the recipe is roast turkey, obviously, any kind of leftover turkey or chicken, although to make this recipe, it's a pretty giant proposition. I would need an awful lot of chicken to make it worthwhile. A turkey makes it worthwhile. We're going to put in turkey. We're going to put in 1 whole onion. I'll peel it and cut it small enough to go through the grinder. We're going to put in Hellmann's mayonnaise, Hellmann's real mayonnaise. It really does make a difference. The last time I made this recipe, I used a no-name salad dressing, and Johanna noticed it right away. She called me and said, "Did you do something different to the turkey balls? It doesn't taste the same." So, well, back to the Hellmann's real. I'm going to add some toasted sunflower seeds. They will give it crunch and flavor. And then the important thing is having on hand the sandwich bags, because I'm going to portion these and freeze them in portions so that when Johanna or I need 1 portion of turkey salad, we don't have to thaw 5 pounds of it. They're done in portioned bags, and that's what actually makes it so handy. So I will take a break. I'm going to set up the food grinder to show you how fast that is and also what a great job it does, and encourage you, if you have a KitchenAid mixer, to buy the attachments because they're fantastic. And on we'll go with our turkey salad, or turkey balls, as Johanna would call them. Okay, so I've got my KitchenAid grinder attachment. It's the handiest thing, honest to gosh. If you're going to buy a KitchenAid mixer, get the attachments. I don't use the pasta maker much, but the grinder for sure. And Johanna has the slicer, which she won't even lend to me. But anyway, it goes on as quick as this. Okay, so now the grinder attachment is on the mixer. It uses the same motor that runs the mixer. It's just that now the power is being driven through a shaft to the grinder. I've cut up my onion. So here is the large bowl that I'm going to use to catch everything that I put through the grinder. So I'm going to start with the onion. I have cut the onion into small enough pieces so that they'll fit through the grinder. So I peeled it and cut it. And I'm going to start putting onion through the grinder. If you keep your onions in the fridge, which you should do anyway, they are less likely to make your eyes water. If you leave them at room temperature, holy mackerel, the second you cut them open, your eyes are going to start watering. You also want to be careful not to spray this into your eyes. Okay? So here's me putting the onions through the grinder, so I don't have to actually end up chopping any onions, except for that I peeled them and cut them small enough to go through the grinder. And I'll finish with the onion, and I will come back and do the turkey. Okay, so all of the onion has now gone through the mixer, and of course you don't need to stop and clean because everything's going into one recipe. Everything goes through the grinder, and the end, like you'll clean it when you're finished. So in a moment I am going to begin putting through the turkey. Okay, so we're going to start with putting through pieces of the turkey meat. It's a great way to use up dark meat. You know, it's a great way to use up any turkey. And here's a parenting tip for you. The KitchenAid grinder attachment is a fantastic way to involve boys in cooking. Boys love putting stuff through the grinder and watching it come out. They love watching, like, especially cheese. When I'm grinding cheese for the freezer, I get my little neighborhood boys to come over and help me. They love putting anything through the grinder, but especially cheese because it looks like crazy Play-Doh when it comes out, you know, that spaghetti hair kind of look. So I have found that there is no shortage of boys who want to help me cook when it involves putting things through the grinder. So there you go. This is going to make the turkey come out at a nice consistent size. You could easily just chop this turkey with a knife. You do not need a KitchenAid mixer to make this recipe. However, it does make it easier and kind of more consistent when you're portioning and packaging, and the texture of the turkey salad when you're done. And then if you have little boys that want to put the meat through the grinder, that's bonus, because it is fun, eh? It's like, wow, you put it in, it comes out all cut up. So I'll take a little break from taping here while I get the rest of the turkey through the grinder, and then we'll come back and add our condiments. It's gonna be gorgeous. Johanna will be so happy. Okay, so wow, that was a few minutes of work. Would have been more cutting with a knife, but still worthwhile. I have put all of the dark meat and all of the white meat from my roast turkey through the grinder. I also put an onion through the grinder. And this is the amount of turkey that results. Here, I can turn that. That's a pretty good size bowl of turkey, dark meat and white. This will make lunches for 2 months or something for Johanna. And in a moment, I'm going to add the mayonnaise and the sunflower seeds and maybe a little bit of salt. I'll taste and see if it needs some salt. And then we'll package it up and we'll have turkey balls for a month or 2 months. And a nutritious lunch that makes people happy. Okay, so all the turkey and the onion has been ground through the KitchenAid grinder attachment, which is awesome. What I'm going to do now is add mayonnaise, and I'm going to use Hellmann's real mayonnaise. If you're going to use mayonnaise, you might as well use good mayonnaise. And I'm going to use like a pretty good amount of it. I'm going to start with about half of a 1.5 liter jar. I might need to add a bit more because I'm using the whole entire turkey here. Under normal circumstances, I'm using less leftovers, less of an amount of turkey. But today I've got a whole entire turkey. It's a lot. This is gonna make lunches for like 2 months. So I'm gonna use a fair amount of mayonnaise. I'm gonna turn the turkey with a giant big spatula and get it all moistened. I'm certain, need to add some salt, so I'm gonna do that now. And I'm gonna add a little bit of pepper as well, not too much. Johanna's not a fan of pepper. Okay, not a giant fan anyway. Okay, but we do need a little bit of kick to this recipe. So I will keep turning the turkey until it starts to look like salad. As a matter of fact, I'm going to add the sunflower seeds now while I'm doing all this turning. I may need to add more mayonnaise, but we'll see. But here's the salted roasted sunflower seeds. And these, you miss them if they're not in, because they do give the recipe like some crunch, right? The turkey is pretty, not bland, but smooth. It's very smooth, and if you like your food to have a bit of a different combination of textures, sunflower seeds are great. Also, slivered almonds are great. You could add chopped green pepper. You could add chopped celery. Not sure what other vegetables I might put in here. Cucumber, you could put cucumber in here. Since I'm making this recipe with the specific intention of freezing it, I don't necessarily want to put in vegetables which are going to get mushy if they've been frozen. And then also, because I know for a fact that Johanna uses this to dip fresh vegetables into, I don't bother with the peppers or the cucumbers, but if you were going to make this and serve it fresh, you might put in some chopped vegetables, some chopped celery, some chopped cucumber, and that would give it a nice texture too. I find, given that almost all of this gets frozen, the sunflower seeds are kind of the way to go because they freeze and thaw without any loss of crunch in the texture. They don't get mushy or runny. Liquid doesn't come out of them as it would with vegetables. So I'll be back in a second after I've had time to mix this all together, and we'll get to the finished product. Okay. So I have turned the whole entire bowl of turkey meat, mayonnaise, onion, and sunflower seeds. I did add more salt. I tasted it and adjusted for taste, so it has just about exactly as much salt as I think it needs, and a bit of pepper as well. And I am now going to package it in half-cup portions, which is perfect for lunch, and which makes this actually really helpful and handy, because nobody wants 7 pounds of turkey salad at once. We're going to portion it. So I am going to take a half cup measuring cup and fill it with turkey salad. So I know that I'm serving in half-cup portions. Each one will go into a Ziploc bag, which I will then seal up. Get in there, you. And I'm going to say that probably out of this bowl of turkey salad, I bet you I'll get 30 or 40 of these. 30 or 40 half-cup portions of turkey salad. And then I will freeze them in a larger Ziploc or some other kind of a bag. And then anytime that Johanna's running low, she can run by my house and just grab them out of my freezer. They are high protein, a bit of fat because of the mayonnaise, like fair warning. However, the mayonnaise makes it delicious. Pure turkey with sunflower seeds and some mayonnaise, and it makes a perfect lunch, a perfect size. It's portion controlled. I do all kinds of things with these. I drop them into cream of mushroom soup when I've worked late and I'm home and I need to eat. I know I'm going to wake up hungry if I don't eat, but my stomach doesn't feel like eating. I can make a can of cream of mushroom soup and drop one of these in for some protein actually in the meal. You can just take one of these portions and spread it on a sandwich or a bagel. You can dip vegetables in it. So it's kind of a handy dandy good size portion for one person for one meal. And then obviously if you have more people, you'll thaw more. But it's a great way to use up leftover turkey. Very popular with everybody in our family, and really easy to eat with no waste and portion control. So it's awesome. I'm going to finish packaging up the rest of this bowl. Let's see, I'll bet. I'm going to say there's probably 40 lunches here. So I'll come back after I've done it all and let you know if I was right. Has come and gone away with the sunshine. Another story told, the mason jar of moonshine. Where will this one go? Where will we end up this time? Somewhere in Newfoundland, down east all along the Maritimes. Let's drive on through the night. Let's drive until we see daylight. Let's drive until we reach Conception Bay. Let's drive until tomorrow. Today. When you're doing the long, tedious part of the job, which is the packing up of the turkey, it really helps to have Fenian Raid on your CD player. So I was pretty close. I guessed that there would be 40 half-cup portions in that big giant bowl of turkey salad, and in fact there were 33. So that was a pretty close guess. And what I'm doing now is I'm going to just pack them into 2 freezer bags, ready for Johanna to come by and pick up. And what she does is she leaves it in the freezer at work, and she has one almost every day. They're ready here in my freezer, and for her at work, one portion is just about a perfect amount to spread on toast, to put on a bagel, to put on a sandwich, to dip vegetables into, pure protein and the turkey, a little bit of fat in the mayonnaise, but you can only put in as much mayonnaise as you want. You don't have to overdo it. And I highly encourage you to have a run at this. It's a lot cheaper than store-bought lunches. And if you don't want to start with a turkey, if that seems overwhelming, start with a chicken. Just make chicken salad or chicken balls as opposed to turkey balls, and see if you like it and if it's worth the work. Because now for 33 days, somebody or a couple of us don't have to worry about what's for lunch. Be confident in the kitchen. Try new things. Start small. Start with a chicken if you don't want to start with a turkey. But try new things and see what you like and see what you're good at. And it's just so much less expensive than any other option that you have. And fun, and nutritious, and delicious, and you can be proud of yourself. So, Rita Smith, #1 Food Fairy, signing off. Be confident in the kitchen, try new things, and have fun feeding your family.
I'm so sick of reality TV. I'm so tired of my girlfriend ignoring me. I sure could use a little bit of company.